Mbukelise swashayisa waphithitha amahora amabili ohlelo lwakho Ekhaya Jikelele. Yey asihambi siyagijima. Sigijima ngelinye igiya ke manje sithi 100 km/h. Silokhu nje sijike njalo mangabe sijike emajibeni. Uyazi ke majuba phela ukuthi sithobeleza khona. Umshini oyishintshayo lo ezihamba ngawo. Wembukela ukhona kongitshela ukuthi wasendela ezakwakhe ivoice note exolisa ngokwenzekile. Yey wathatha igwiqiqi ngakusasa wavela wayizisidla lokhozini. Bengasamhleki kanje ubafo kholosa cabanga uthi usend voice note uyizisidla lokhozini uyingcengela. Ngiyaxolisa ba.
Isidima sakho ayibo.
Yingakho kufuneka ugade ukuthi uthumelani lapha enkundleni zokuxhumana.
Bathi khona la option yokuthi delete nton. Uyithumela imamele then akhawuleza delete. That is xa ugqiba imamele delete.
I think is solution.
We are not safe.
Yeah,
we are not, hey, no one is safe. Sifinde ke sifoti sembukeli Ekhaya Jikelele. Uyaqonqotha ke lo mvimba walentsasa. Siza kunikhilela ke sinibonise ingakumbi ke xa sijonga kwenzekileyo kuyure ezimbini ezigqithileyo. Eminye ke yemiba esematheni nesifunga simuncintupha ukuba soze ikuphose ngumba wokugxothwa kwamagosa EFF kunye kaloku nokuhlala ukagqirha phakathi kwezopolitiko. Saqhuba siqonqotha le way sendimlo ke unonkanyezi kalubisi ndiqola kaloku ndiqonqotha nenzwakazi yapha kwamageba umamtshali masitshaye iqhuma mbukeli.
Udokotela uMphophalatsi ushile njengekhansela le-DA emkhandlwini dolobha waseGoli ukhala ke ngokuthi ukupheka kuthululwa ebuholini kuphazamisa ukuhlinzeka umphakathi ngeyidingo.
Igunya abantu lezotshishiso lithi isicelo sebail sikagqirha uNandipha Magudumana neza kuqala kwinkundla kamantyi yaseBloemfontein ngalentsasa siza kuqhutywa iintsuku ezimbini.
Sanibonani babukeli, I go by the name Kelo. Ngicela ngichubeke nibheke Ekhaya Jikelele as they bring you sports, entertainment and news from Monday to Friday. Sibonga, danko.
Wasulile njengekhansela le-DA emkhandlwini dolobha waseGoli owabe yimeya kuleli dolobha udokotela uMphophalatsi. Udokotela uPhalatsi umemezele ukuthi ushiya kwezombusazwe ubuyela emsebenzini wakhe wokwelapha iguli njengodokotela. Udokotela uMphophalatsi waba umuntu oqala wesifazane ukhethwa njengemeya yaseGoli emva kokhetho lohulumeni beyindawo luka 2021. Wangena ke ngombimbi lomaqembu abusa ngokubambisana okhona kuwo ke iAction SA, iFF Plus, iIFP kanye nePatriotic Alliance. Usanda ke kususwa kulesi sikhundla phela ngoMasingana wanonyaka. Estatementeni sokwesilwa kwakhe ke uPhalatsi uthe wamisa umsebenzi wakhe njengodokotela emzamweni yokuletha uguquko emphakathini. Manje ke ukholwa ukuthi sesifikile phela isikhathi sokuthabuyele sebenzeleni umphakathi njengomelaphi. Okhulumela ke iDA uDevon Steenkamp uqinisekisile ukuthi ke bayitholile incwadi yokwesula kukaPhalatsi.
Kanti ke igunya abantu lezotshishiso lithi isicelo sebail sikagqirha uNandipha Magudumana noza kuqala kwinkundla kamantyi yaseBloemfontein ngalentsasa siza kuqhutywa iintsuku ezimbini. Magudumana ke uphakathi kwabantu abali-12 abatyholwa ngokuncedisa umdlonguli nowayengumbulali uThabo Bester ukuba abaleke kwiziko loluleko eMangaung eFreystata kwinyanga kaCanzibe kunyaka ophelileyo. Magudumana wasilahla isicelo sakhe sebail ngenyanga kaCanzibe walonyaka. Oku ke yayikulandela isicelo kwinkundla ephakamileyo sokuba abanjwe eTanzania kubhengezwe ngongekho mthetheni. Esi sicelo siye sachithwa inkundla ephakamileyo emva kokuba ifumanise ukuba uvumile ukuba buyiselwe eMzantsi Afrika. Kanti ngokumbukeli singena kwisiqendu sodliwano ndlebe. Hey mamtshali ndingathi ndirhalela into abana ndikunominate.
Ngicela ukunominate.
Yikunominate.
Hayi nalo mnumzane soxoxa naye hayi siyazi ukuthi sobe sithintele lezo ndaba ezimayelana nama nominations nama awards.
Sebenza girl.
Mbukeli ke umcimbi waminyaka yonke isebenza Women Awards umcimbi ogxile eklomeliseni abantu besifazane abasezingeni eliphezulu nabakhombisa ukukhalipha amandla kanye nempumelelo yabo. Kanti ke manje sekuphinde futhi kwavula amanye amathuba wokungenela ke ukuqokwa. Kulonyaka ke kuqonyeliswa abaholi abasunguli bamabhizinisi abenza umsebenzi oncomekayo emphakathini nakweminye nje ke imikhakha. Ukusichazela kabanzi ke ngalomcimbi sixhumana nomphathi wayo ke isebenza Women Awards umnumzane kini nonke Shando. Kini nonke sikubingelele sikamkele ekhaya Jikelele sasajabula ukuba nawe namhlanje kuseni.
Sawubona mamtshalo njani kodwa mama?
Awu siyaphila kunjani kuwe lapha eMdubane?
Awu lihle kakhulu iTheku negagasi lakhona.
Hayi cha wenza umsebenzi omuhle phela woklomelisa ke abantu besifazane abenza umsebenzi oncomekayo emphakathini. Ingabe wawuqala nini lo msebenzi futhi nje yini le yakugqugquzela ukuthi uqale?
Umsebenzi uqale 5 years ago, but I think i-vision yakhona ibisineskhathi eside kakhulu. Usebenza Women Awards ngawaqamba ngegama likamama wami usebenzisa. Isizathu salokho ukuthi umama ube ilento okuthiwa i-philanthropist. Igama nami ngilifunde later. Kodwa wayenikela nganakho kubantu besifazane ngalesa sikhathi. Into ayinikela ngayo yena-ke ngoba wayengenakho ukutheni kwakuba ukwazi ukuthi abantu besifazane house ekhaya sikhule nomzala no-auntie abazalwa o-auntie abazalwa ngomalume ekutheni bebeseduzana ngoba ngikhulele enseleni endaweni eSarichards Bay yena wayengaba nongoma so ingqalazinda bezingekho ningi kakhulu konongoma so bebefika bezokhula nathi o-cousin bethu so sabona ubuntu lapho yazi lento inhle ukuthi nasonke isikhathi makhona into ongakwazi ukuyenza nabanye abantu uyenze akudingi ukuthi uzube nemali so the vision sebenza Women was started by that ukuthi what can I do kwi-legacy yakhe engasekho then we started to ukuthi kasibuka abantu besifazane abasebancane nasebekhulile abenza kahle endimeni ezahlukahlukene zamabhizinisi sibuka ukuthi yini singabanikeza khona ukubakhuthaza.
Awu cha umqondo omuhle ke Shandu lo owakufikela nginesiqiniseko nanokuthi nje umama usebenza lapha khona uyayiqhenya ngomsebenzi omuhle owenzayo. Ngiyazi ukuthi ke nigubha unyaka wesihlanu phela wesebenza Women Awards. Ingabe nje ke belunjani uhambo kuze kube manje selokhu awuqala lo msebenzi ngoba ngiyakuzwa na ubali imali zo indaba yokuthi hayi ukuthi uzumela ukuthi ube nezimali kuze uqale something. Ngabe nje uhambo belunjani ngoba hayi ngiyabona phela manje ukuthi hayi cha lama awards asezingeni eliphezulu manje.
Hayi uhambo lona ke yonke indlela ayivamisile kuba lula. Ayikho into ethi qala ivele ibe lula msukuthi makunjalo kusokuyi-scam. So nathi siqale eRichards Bay eMpolo Casino. Kwaba nama challenges akhona ke kakhulukazi makuziwe endabeni zezimali. Isikhathi esiningi sizame sicabanga ukuthi mhlambe ukuze uqale udinga i-funding from uhulumeni from kuphi but amasebenza awards ngiwaqala nje ephaketheni lami angishikile ifake mangithanda ukuwaqala kokwesibili kwakungconywana ngoba ngase ngine budget esikhona ekhanda ukuthi kuze ngiwenze ngidinga imali engaka kwawesithathu kwaba ngconywana futhi kwawesine kwasi-easy ngasekuthuthukwa kakhulu but into engayisho nje ukuthi ayikho into ethiqala inganginikeza ama-challenges and ama-challenges ayiphathe empilo namhlanje uba celebrated ngo-5 years lo 4 years esuka kuwona ayusinikezile ama-challenge hayi indaba yokudlala but ke uNkulunkulu emuhle la sikhona namhlanje.
Hayi ngiyabona lapha mangivula ipage leli lapha na ku Facebook isebenza Women Awards ngiyabona ukuthi mama uZanele Mbukazi bake bahlabana nabo bathola ngiyabona uNelsiwe Sibiya lapha yana naye kanjalo ngiyabona ke manje futhi ukuthi nasekunominatiwe bakhona no Baby Cele emkhakheni ke wezokulingisa hayi manje nami ngiyabuka ngiyacanga nje mangithi ngiyasearcha la weShandu kufuneka ukuthi ufake icategory ethi Women in News.
Yazi into emnandi ukuthi ama opinions kanjengalawo sihleze siwalalela and yabona nje angenza example kuyoba nesikhathi lapho khona office laba abasekulapheni kwendabuko bebuza ukuthi bona bashiyeka kanjani ngoba babona wonke ama categories akhona but nabo bayasebenza nabo barana amabhizinisi nabo ba consult nabo and then we had to listen ngempela siyithimba sibuka ukuthi then how do we then sibuke kase sifaka ilokhuzane women in traditional healing so nakhona asibheke ukuthi ubani okwazi ukwakha izulu nobani okwazi ukulapha izulu but sibuka indlela ukuthi mama bethu vele bebeyizangoma abanye bezinyanga abanye kanjalo kodwa then namhlanje ke how do we take that CND business sesibuka ukuthi ama clients akho uyakwazi ukuconsulta kuona ngeZoom uyakwazi ukubasendela izinto abayidingayo ngama packages ukuthi akudingi ukuthi client izelifike kuwena so sesibuka lelo business ukuthi unayo insipho yakho zakhele yona unazo imiwasho zakho ezi-branded well so sesibuka ukuthi so now usungena kwi-category yokuthi usebhizinisini lesinto
and lokho futhi into enhle ngoba ingaqugquzela ukuthi nabo laba abaholi bendabuko nanoma ubani nje athathe umsebenzi awenzayo awuthene into business elingamsebenzela.
Yebo iyona into siyifisayo sibuka ngisho nabantu abesifazana abakwi-farming ukuthi mama bethu bebelima nje ingadi bebe nevande but namhlanje sekunosisi bethu asebe supply direct ama-shops amakhulu engengwabize ngegama sibuka lokho sibuka ukuthi bekufuya emakhaya then how do you then ukuthi ukuthatha ukufuya ukuzibhizinisi ukuthi ube namadele akho ukwazi ukusupply amabhusha nazo zonke lezi so into esiyifisa kakhulu ukubona abantu besifazane bengena emkhakheni lena esikhathi besithatha njengayabantu besilisa kuphela.
Manje ke weshandu imiphi ke imbandela enibhekayo ukuze umuntu phela afaneleke ke ukuthi aqokwe futhi ke aqonyeliswe?
Yazi into emnandi ngathi ukuthi siyasenza lento ekuthiwa i-call to nomination mase siyayichaza ukuthi submita iprofile yomuntu ngisho kuthiwa kawunayo awusichazele ngalomuntu obona ukuthi ufanele mase siyawalisa ama-categories wethu siwachaza ukuthi lena ihamba kanjani lena abantu basebesithumela ke ama-email abanye inbox on our page njengoba usho usebenza women award lapho ke sesibuka khona iminxa esinayo ukuthi cha wena lo muntu omfakile ukuthi akabe business leader uya image lo muntu lo usa establishwa base sibaphutha ke bafaka ke ngeminxa yakhona ngokuhlukana kwayo senze njalo kodwa futhi lawo bawucabanga ukuthi no ngingayinominate kwamina no feel free it's okay awudingi ukuthi uzushayela ihlombo ungadidi uyishayele wena
hayi cha ingakho ke nami ke sengiyayifaka sicela iwomen in news sikhona sizinkakha sijimile
yabona nje
manje weshandu ke lo mcimbi ke enuhlelayo njengamanje umcimbi ozohluka kanjani nje ke kweminye le esidlulile?
Okay lo siyakuwo njengamanje siyo celebrate umnyaka emihlanu engicabanga ukuthi ishingane manje celebrate unyaka osihlanu kumele ibe ne birthday ngoba isuke sicathule esesikhathi sikhuluma manje shilo ukukhuluma so nakuthina sithatha njenge milestone lokho so ngoba kuyi celebration iningi izinto ngama surprises ke esizozenza ngosuku lomcimbi including nama prizes kubantu abazobe bewinile asizukwazi ukuthi sikuveze konke ngoba kusuka sekuspoila ngesurprise kodwa abantu abayobe khona bayobona umhlobo ngoba ithimba lami lingangibulala mangase ngirevile izinto esizozenza kodwa ngoba ngisho ukuthi yo celebrate iminyaka emihlanu hayi kakhulu kuthina lokho nakubantu besifazane sifisa ngisho nabantu bokuqala babe nominated babe khona and enye yezinto esesenze ngasiwathengisa amathikiti ngoba siyasenze i-invite so wonke umuntu ozobe khona lapho usuke i-VIP akekho ugeneral akekho u-second but it's VIP only
hayi cha uphezulu useqopheleni eliphezulu impela lomcimbi uma ngabe uthi awufuna ukushaya ama spoiler alert lapha sengiyayibuza ukuthi uthi asizokubona lo gandaganda wakhuphula umalemba lapha ya sibone nawe wena usu-MC usukhuphuka nawe lapha ya
lento enzokhuzana lapha kwingoma kazolonke ukuyishintsha
ufuna ukuyiphinda nawe manje wekini singakakudedeli nje ngiyazi ukuthi isikhathi nje ke esingenaso kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi uma ulapha eGoli ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ushutha umkhokha njengamanje ukuthi ingakho ungakwazanga ukuthi ube nathi namhlanje lapha e-studio kodwa ke uma ungashuthi noma ufree ulapha eGoli wozuzozivakashela lapha e-studio ke sixoxisane nje ngaleli iqhaza olibambile kumkhokha have nenza umsebenzi omuhle ubona ngentshebe lapha yana uzo nesizulu into engiyithanda kakhulu ngomkhokha isizulu sakhona esirich uzwe nje ukuthi uyabona lapha nezingane ezisibukayo ziyabuka nje ziyafunda namagama esizulu nokudlala nje ngolimi
angithi into esingayisho lapha into ebalekile kakhulu ngicabanga ukuthi nababhali bayebethanda ukuthi basibuyise sizonothisa ulimi lwethu ngoba imige sibukayo njengamanje sibona kulahleka ukukhulunywa kwesiZulu abanye abantu bazobona yabona njengoba ukhuluma nami ngesiZulu njengamanje asifajwayeleke sibe nama interviews acisha afanele lawo ngoba ulimi luyalahleka so ezinye zezinto esizithanda kakhulu ngomsebenzi siwenzayo lapha ukuthi siqinise lolulimi leli olwethu sikuthanda kangaka.
Hayi futhi nje ke sinifisela inhlanhla ukuthi niqhubeke futhi nomsebenzi omuhle. Manje ke ke sesivala ke awutshela abantu ke ukuthi utholakala kanjani ko social media mhlawumbe abafuna ukudiscussa wona ama awards beze ukuthi angenelwa kanjani even if ungasesuke lo nyaka sekuseduze kodwa for unyaka ozayo ezwele.
Kulula kakhulu sine page lapha ku social media so ungaya nje ekhasini lethu lakhe uzokuthi uyakwazi ukuthi uthole yonke information. Sebenza Women Award li active kakhulu noma uthumele nje i-email info@sebenzawomenawards.co.za siyashesha ukuphendula kuyo yonke into esiyithole lapho. Mina ke uyangithola nakhona Facebook ukini nqaba Shandu uyakwazi ukuthi ungifollowishe kodwa ke ngingakhulumi kakhulu ngenzo amasebenzi ngoba ngiyihlanganele page lami ungacabanga ukuthi lokho ngibona ngiposta amasebenzi ocinge ekhasini lawo. Hayi cha ke Shandu sibonga kakhulu ke ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje ekseni sethembe konke kuyohamba kahle ke mase kufika usuku lwama awards sibonge kakhulu futhi nokuthi uphakamise igama lomuntu wesifazane sikufisela nje konke okuhleke hayi ngiyabona ukuthi usuyaphuthuma usiyoshutha lapho umkhokha sesiyakubona ebusuku ngalelo hora. Hayi no kunjalo ke ushembe nananibusise lapho abenani
sibonge kakhulu mbukeli lo besixoxisana naye ukini nonke Shandu ukini nonke ke mbukeli umsunguli ke nomphathi wamasebenza awards lapha ya esifundazweni KwaZulu-Natal eThekwini njengamanje kodwa ke sinje ke qhu sithi ukushaya umoya ke siphole kancane siyabuya kodwa emva komzuzwana. Siphinde sikamukele mbukeli wekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ke usahlezi kanye nathi njengamanje ke mbukeli sekuyileyo ngosi yakho ukuthi ujahe kakhulu lapho sikhuluma khona ngama trends indaba ke ezingundaba mlonyeni.
Singena kuyona women sebenza uthe intoni kanene
sebenza Women Awards
Women in News
yes iyadingeka lo khathe khona
lalela ke darling ngizokufaka kuma trends
uthi
#trends Women in News noqolo mtshali halala singena kanjalo ke mbukeli kwizitshotshe enhla ku x.com asijonge ke i-hashtags ezitheza phala phambili namhlanje ke mbukeli sine #mpophalatsi sibe no #nandipha kanjalo ke no #vusikhoza lapha yana ku #umpophalatsi ke mbukeli phela siyazi ukuthi umpho uhoxile njengekhansela le-DA emkhandlini dolobha waseGoli kulandela ukuthi ke eseke wakhethwa phela amahlandla amabili njengemeya yaseGoli ubeke eseqoka ukubuyela emsebenzini wakhe njengodokotela ukuyokwelapha iguli ngengaxoxisana naye ke lapha ohlelweni earlier mbukeli nalapho esho khona ukuthi cha yena usayilo ilungu le-Democratic Alliance nje akakayishiyi nje isikhundla sakhe sokuba lilungu lomkhandlu lapha ke we-DA kanti ke manje ke usebuyela othandweni lakhe lokuqala i-first love okuyi-medicine washo ke nokuthi nje ke ukubona lokho ngoba iphupho lakhe kwakuthi ashintshe impilo zabantu lapha kuyipolitiki kodwa usazoqhubeka enze njalo esekwenza manje ke lapha yana emkhakheni ke wezobudokotela ake sizwe ukuthi ke abantu baphefumule bathini lapha ya ku x.com mayelana nokwesula esikhundleni kaDokotela uMphophalatsi. Uchimangadzu uthi the rent a black face policy of the DA is flawed and the sooner people realize that the better. Where is Lindiwe Mazibukwe, Mmusi Maimane and Phumzile van Dam? I rest my case. Uchimangadzu ke usho khona ukuthi hayi ubala abanye ababengamalungu e-DA abebalela iminyama ababekhona lapha kuleli yaqembu oLindwe Mazibuko kanjalo noMusi Maimane noPhumzile ukuthi nabo abaphumanga kahle kwi-DA kodwa bona baphuma ke kwi-DA kodwa cha uDokotela uMpho yena ushilo ukuthi cha usayilo nje ilungu eligcwele le-Democratic Alliance ake sizwe ke omunye ukuthi uphendule wathini. Right, ephendula kaloku uMphalazi one session dokubana you should have never joined the DA. You could have had a huge impact politically in SA, but you chose the wrong party. Uyaphendula ke uyele session dokubana ngengaqalanga ukuqalisa into ba azibandakanye nombutho we-DA. Uyathi into kubana ebezawenza kakade ifuthe emangalisayo xa sijonga kwezopolitiko apha eMzantsi Afrika. Uyatsho ke uthi hayi uchoose wrong. Hlabele mgama sijonge ke abanye baphefumule besithini.
Ukhona ke uMapule R uthi yena DA lost an opportunity. They will lose out on black vote in Joburg unless Mpho resurfaces as a member of Action SA in that coalition. Ukhona futhi omunye ophawulile mayelana nodaba luka #mpophalatsi ku-x.com ngesibone i-X elandelayo. I-hashtag ke elandelayo umbukeli laphayana ethi #Dr Nandipha. Kwenzakalani ke kholosa ngo-Dr Nandipha?
Lalela hlala phansi zakuxelela. Ugqirha Nandipha Makutumana ufake isicelo sebail kwinkundla kaManki yapha eBloemfontein. Isithethi ke segunya abantu lezotshutshiso eFreystata uPhaladi Shopping uthi ke isicelo simiselwe kuLwesibini nangolwesithathu. Ngaphambili ke wena mbukeli nawe mamtshali uMakutumana wayeyigodlile ilungelo lakhe lokufumana ibail. Logama ke kusalindwe iziphumo zesicelo sokuba abanjwe kwaye abuyiselwe kwelalizwe laseTanzania kubhengezwe njengokhosi emthethweni. Ngomhla ke wesihlanu kweyeSilimela uJudge uPhilip Lupsa usikhabile sisicelo ngelithi uMakutumana uvumile ukuba abuye xa waxelela amapolisa ukuba awufuna ukubuyela eMzantsi Afrika aye kubona abantwana bakhe. Yinsida badala lena wena mbukeli kwaye ke abaphulaphuli baye baphefumula pha ku-x.com simvo ziyabethabethana masive uDebza FC South Africa uyathi into yokubana now that Makutumana will be applying for bail tomorrow, does that mean she has considered that she will not win her argument of illegal deportation? What are the chances of her getting bail after being arrested in another country? uDebza ndiyambona into yokubana uyabuza ubana angakanani mhlawumbe amathuba wokuba mhlawumbe lo kaMakutumana angazifumanela ibail emva kokuba ethe wabotshwa kwelinye ilizwe. #Nandipha #Thabo Besta. Kuncembe sijonge mbukeli into yokubana abanye bephefumule besithini ngalomba.
Faisal Patelene uthi Makutumana previously reserved her right to bail pending the outcome to have her arrest and extradition from Tanzania declared unlawful. Phela uzokhumbula wekholosa nawe mbukeli ukuthi enye yama conditions okuthola ibail eyokuthi akufuneka ukuthi ube i-flight risk. I-flight risk ke ilene yokuthi uma ngabe sebekhiphile ngebail awuphozi ini risk yokuthi kungenzeka ukuthi ubaleke. Manje ngazi ukuthi kuzombeka phi uNandipha lobo ngoba phela yena vele ubanjwe le Tanzania esevele sebalekile. Ake sizwe ke enye ulunye uluvo ukuthi lithini. uVelvet Child SA uthi ke yena she was playing 5-4-1, now Nandipha Makutumana is going offensive with 4-4-2 applying for bail ha. Baby yaThabo Besta uyambona ukuthi uVelvet ke ufanisa ubeka uchaza lento yenziwa uMakutumana njengomdlalo phela u541 no 442 kube ama formations ajwayele ukusetshenziswa laphana ebholeni ke likanobhutshuzwayo. Shuthi usho khona ukuthi hayi shuthi uyayibona ukuthi le game plan abethuza nayo uNandipha isebenza usezama enye manje. Ingabe usasekhona umunye ophendulile kholosa lapha ku-x.com mayelana no #Nandipha?
Hayi bakhona kodwa niqondi nje obana mhlambe uzawuvela.
Hayi ke
sihlabela mgama sijonga #Vusikhoza.
u#Vusikhoza ke mbukeli uVusikhoza uyilungu le-EFF ePhalamende. Kanti ke siyatholile ukuthi lapha ungomunye wabantu abangaphezulu kwamakhulu amabili 200 abangabaholi be-EFF okufanele ukuthi ke bashenxe ikhundleni kuhulumeni. Lokho phela mbukeli kulandela umyalelo okhishwe isigungu esiphezulu seqembu ngelithi bahluleka ukuthutha abalandeli beqembu ukuze bezokwethamela umgubho ngelithi kwakuwumgubho lona weqembu ke eminyaka eyishumi lasungulwa wabubanjelwe enkundleni ezemidlalo ke-FNB ngenyanga endlule mbukeli uzokhumbula ke leyo birthday party ye-EFF. So ke amanye amalunga wakazange ukuthi afike ngenxa yokuthi ngathi akubakhona ukuhlela kahle indaba ze-transport amabhasi njalo. So ke umholi kwe-EFF uJulius ukhipha umyalelo ukuthi ke bonke labo bantu labo kufanele bashenxe ikhundleni zabo ngoba behluleka ukwenza lokho. Manje ke abanye balabo abaholi bakhala ngokuthi awu kwakumele ukuthi bakhiphe ekhukhwini labo ukuze phela bathuthe abalandeli beqembu. Ake sizwe ke ukuthi zithini izimvo zabantu. Political termination uthi yena let him open his own party like others and get 50,000 votes peacefully then joining EFF. The more EFF ikhula is the more Julius Malema is getting confused and playing dirty open hand of dictatorship. How do you kick out a strong and vibrant comrade like uVusikhoza for being vocal? Eish, uyabona ke kholosi yakhumbula ngesikhathi ukhuluma lapha yana no Dr Breakfast kanjalo ke futhi ubukhuluma lona udaba lo liyana. Into engiqaphelile ke lapha yana ukuthi ena besifisa ukumbuza ukuthi ena lesi senzo sikamalema sokuthi ke manje athathe lesi sinqumo sokuthi laba bantu abashenxe ekhundleni ingabe akuzukwenza yini uqhekeko phakathi kwiphathi ye-EFF umuntu uyabuka ke manje abantu mabephawula ngokuthi uVusikhoza ungomunye wabantu abapowerful lapha yana kwi-EFF umxosha kanjani enye ke izinto lezi engadala ukuthi kube noqhekeko phakathi uyambona ukuthi useziya suggest ukuthi ke hayi naye akavule elakhe iqembu uVusikhoza uzothola ke amavoti lapha yana hayi ke uvo lwakhe ke naye kodwa ke siqhubekele phambili siza ukuthi omunye uphefumulo wathini
Uphefumulile I am not a Chief Justice Assistant Dogbana. I honestly knew Vusikhoza wasn't going to last longer in the EFF. A very good leader who can be loose at times when he gets an opportunity to show political maturity. His position issues always on a slippery slope. You can't go against your own sitting president. I'm not a Chief Justice Dogbana kudala ejongile lento ntobana hey okaVusikhoza ebengeke abekanti uyahlala pha kula EFF uthi yamqonda intobana noko ubukhokheli bakhe buhle kakhulu xa sinokujonga indlela mhlawumbe okamnumzana uJulius Malema esenza ngakhona uyathi intobana noko yena ubonakala ngathi ukhulile xa kujongwe kwezopolitiko kwaye ke ankade bekufuneke ube uhambile kuba ubone kwasekuqala into bana angeke ahlale zizimvo ke zabantu pha ku x.com noko uyabona into baziyabetha bethana ngayo umbaka Vusikhoza umronzo ke uyathi into bana I do not follow politics too much but I know that Vusikhoza is the man who built EFF in KZN for what it is today. This is a tough time, but I also know that you will bounce back. Soon you will thank yourself for being patient. Uyatsho ke umronsi into kubana akazilandela incam ezopolitiko kodwa ke uqinisekile into bana xa bejonga iphondo lapha kwaZulu Natal uVusikhoza ngoyena mntu owayephala phambili eqiniseke into kubana uyawakha lombutho we-EFF uphosa ke namazi emvelwane ngakuVusikhoza sithi into kubana ewe elingaba lixesha lobunzima kodwa Chungcembe uyawufika pha ekugqibeleni sizimvo ke zabantu pha ku x.com bephefumula ngomba ke otshisa ibunze sibona into kubana udale ingcwaba wombutho we-EFF kanti ke besifunda #Vusikhoza sibambe ngazibini kalongo ngokuba nisiphefumulele qinisekani kaloko into kubana nenza njalo nalapha kaloko ebudeni bobusuku niyasitheka kwizinto ezitshotshenxa mhlambe ke singathi ke ngengomso nizibone sizifunda apha ekhaya jikelele
hayi ke mbukeli okwamanje ngesiphosa amehlo ke sibone ukuthi ngaphandle ngabe kushushu okanye kuwarm okanye kuyabanda isimo sezulu igama lohlelo Ekhaya Jikelele elami igama nguNoxolo Mamtshalo komwali kanti ke mbukeli siyabonga ukuthi usahlezi nathi lapha ohlelweni eqaleni kwalenyanga ezokwethasa umandulo kuzobe ke sekubungazwa eminye yemkhosi emqoka esizweni ngesamaZulu umkhosi womhlanga lapha ke mbukeli intombi zisuke ziphethe imhlanga ziyoyihloma esigodlweni sesilo enyokeni zikombisa ukuyigqaja ngoba intombi bazo okuletha ke isasasa ngalomkhosi ukuthi phela kunesinye isigaba sawo esizobanjelwa ke esifundazweni eGauteng nokuyinto ke ezobiqala nqa ukwenzeka emlandweni wesizwe samaZulu namhlanje ke sibhekisisa umkhosi nje womhlanga kanye nemicikilisho eyenzeka khona silandeke ungoti wezomlando uKhaya Ndwandwe ukuthi asifundise nje asilandise ngomhlanga noma ke ngomkhosi womhlanga Khaya Ndwandwe sikubingelele sikwamukele ohlelweni Ekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi namhlanje ekseni
Ngiyabingelela Shabangane, ngibingelele nabaseyikinobheni lapha emuva. Ngiyabonga ukuthi ube kanye nami ohlelweni.
Kubonga thina. Sicela nje Ekhaya ukuthi ke ukuqale usichazele kabanzi ngomkhosi womhlanga. Usukaphi ingabe ithini imvelaphi yawo?
Umkhosi womhlanga dadewethu eminye yemkhosi emidala yayenziwa kwaZulu kodwa wahamba washabalala. Cishe ushabalale ngaso isikhathi selembe ngoba kwasuke kwasekuba nezimpi kakhulu. Umuntu okuyena wakwazi ukugcina inkosi uMabhodla lapha eRichards Bay. uMabhodla ke washiye ekhulumile ngawo ukuthi kuyohambe kube nenkosi eyofika ezovuselela lomhlanga lomkhosi womhlanga. Washo nezinto eziyokwenziwa yingakho nje uyobone ngoba kuzokhithwa nje kade kuzwe emhlangeni kuba nosuku lapha khona isilo sokhipha khona intombi seziyogayula umhlanga. Umhlanga ulandwa khona lapha ke kwesesilo uMabhodla ngale kathi ke umntana enkosi ehlala phansi nesilo bebukisana ngenxa yokuthi kubhebhetheka kwegcikwane lengculaza nesandulela salo. Babe esethi umntana enkosi ize lapha eSwazini abinazo izinsizwa eziningi ngeSouth Africa kodwa into ephephisa abantu abasha eSwazini umkhosi womhlanga. Umdlokombane wasiyakusukumela lokhu ukuthi cha awuvuswe lomkhosi womhlanga. Wayesekhuluma nomntwana kwaMandlakazi uDr Prince Zeblon Zulu okuyena akhulumisana naye ukuthi ucela menzele ucwaningo ngalomkhosi womhlanga ukuthi wawenziwa kanjani. Nangempela bathola ukuthi umkhosi womhlanga inkosi uMabhodla washiye ekhulumile ngawo ukuthi uyohamba uvuselele nanokuthi ke ayikho enye indawo oyolandwa kuyo ngaphandle kwalapha eRichards Bay ngoba uyobona ulandwa khona nje kwesenkosi uMabhodla. Ziningi into ezenzakalayo ngoba izinto ayikhulumayo zenzakala. Wawusuyaqala kanjalo ke umkhosi womhlanga ukuthi ube khona. Inhloso yawo enkulu ukuthi kuvukuzwe abantu besifazane befundiswe ukuyihlonipha behloniphe nemizimba yabo behloniphe umhlaba abahamba phezulu kwawo. Waqala ke umdlokombane nokubambisana noNdlunkulu kodwa uNdlunkulu ehamba phambili kwakungumsingatho welanga ukuze zivuselele lomkhosi ke. Waqala ke wavuselelwa ke waya ngegaba ngikhumbula nje mina ngikhulele khona kwaNongoma intombi zayisalandwa ngamatraka lapho kunamatraka kwaze G ahaqala hamba ayihambise lezi yogenye umhlanga abuze ubeke lapha nakuphinde futhi kulandwa amatraka. Isimo singe njengamanje kuhlalwa phandle egangeni kodwa ngoba kwakuyivangeli kunyono uthebeleni wayukhuna njengoba usubona usubulelize ngosuku njengamanje dadewethu.
Yandwandwe ingabe ke ithini imigomo okumele ukuthi landelwe intombi noma ke okulindeleke entombini esuka ihambisa lomhlanga esilweni?
Umhlanga nje dadewethu uwodwa usho ubungcwele. Umhlanga nje kwaZulu represent ubungcwele. So uma ngabe umuntu ezohamba umhlanga fanele abe intombi eyigcinile entombini bakhe angamazi umuntu wesilisa isibaya singazange sifohle. Ngenxa yokuthi ke kwagcina sekukwanda ke nabantu abakanayo kwabe ngoba ngisho umntwana kwaMandlakazi umntwana omkhulu kwaMandlakazi wabe selibuka lelithi ukuthi ngenxa yokuthi igcina sengena nabantu abagangayo lo mkhuba unqandwe lapha endaweni khona labo mama ethiwa ngonomehlo okuyibona abayehlolayo zonke intombi ezizwa lapha emhlangeni ukuthi nisayigcinile intombi bazo sabugcinile ngoba lokho kusho ubungcwele. Futhi okwesibili kufundisa nendlela yokuyiphatha nenhlonipho umuntu ahloniphe umzimba wakhe. Nabafana ke nabo bayafundisa ukuthi cha musa ukusondela eduze kwalomuntu isimo sisenje landela imigudu efanele kodwa kamahlongandle bakhona. Kodwa nje kumbuzo ukugoqa ukuthi kufanele umuntu abe intombi emsulwa njengoMaria engayazi indoda dadewethu.
Manje ke sichazele ngobhekeni omama abasuke behlola ke intombi. Engabe unalo yini ulwazi ngomsebenzi abasuke bebhekene nawo uma ngabe ke amatshitshi ezo emhlangeni?
Noma singangeni lapha kodwa labo mama bona umsebenzi wabo omkhulu ngoba abaqala ukuyibheka dadewethu ngoba ziye emhlangeni. Bahlala beba nama workshop ababanawo bebe nama camp beyifundisa izingane beyifundisa ukuyiphatha beyifundisa inhlonipho. Kubunzima ke ngoba uma uhlala phansi ubalandela abafana bayafika asikho bezofuna lamantombazane lapha kube kuningi inselelo ababhekana nazo kodwa umsebenzi wona bawenza ngokuthembakala. Khona nje omnye umshado kade lapha neBhalitho omunye ubhuti wazoweza wazobonga ukuthi yena wayengayikholwa lento le khona umnyumama lapha kwaMajomela uMambatha ugane kwaMyeza ezombonga ukuthi ngempela lento ababeyikhuluma uyitholi khona okuliqiniso ukuthi leli qhaza abalibambile liyabonakala nezithelo futhi ke kuyenaba ke manje dadewethu ngoba ngisho eyigungweni zemfundo ephakeme uyathola intombi khona uthisha nje lapha eMaritzburg umnisi ofundisayo kithi une degree noma une honors lokho aba intombi into uholi intombi ubathola abanye sebeni o70 years angathi ngoba angitholanga umshado ngcono nginikele ngomzimba wami iqhaza lawo likhulu kakhulu yilabo mama ke abasuke befundisa ukuthi hlonipha umzimba wakho hlonipha isibaya sasekhaya.
Khaya uma ngabe ke sisakhuluma ngabe udaba lobhekene nomama laba abagada amantombazane mhlawumpeni kuke kwaba nembingi engazange iqinisekiswe ke kodwa eyayithi ngathi kuba nomkhonyovu masekhishwa itifiketi mhlawumpe kwezinye amanye ezinye izikhathi kukhishwa itifiketi ezumkhonyovu ezisa umuntu uyitshitshi ingabe mhlawumpe lokho kuyiqiniso nanokuthi kuyenzeka ukuthi gcine kuumuntu ongesilitshitshi ongagcina ewuphatha lo mhlanga.
Ithathe lezo ihambe ngokwe social media ungazi noma kuqonde ukunyundelwa isiko yini ngoba uma dadewethu ufuna into yami idume yakho ingadume ufuna ngibe nendlela yokuyinyundela sagcina sehlulekile noma singekho lapha kodwa kwagcina kungavelanga ukuphumela obala uzokhumbula ukuthi kwayena uhulumeni wakwaveza ukuthi bayahlukunyezwa abantu besifazane mabeyosholwa lapha kwaze kwasukuma umama nomagugu ngobese uDr Ngobese wayehola lawo mamashi lawo elisana nohulumeni ukuthi siyekeleni ngesiko lethu emva kwalokho kwasekuqhamuka lesi story sokunyunda ukuthi kunetifiketi eziphuma ngomgunyati ongeke wazi noma yilabo abantu ababekade besaka ikala lapha sobethi asinyundelelisi ukuze kungezukwethezwa umuntu lapha.
Manje ngokwesayensi ke wendwandwe kanje kanye nje ke nokubuka izinto ezenzeka emhlabeni esesiphila kuwo kungenzeka yini ukuthi ngoba siyazi ukuthi kuthiwa uma ngabe uphetheke umhlanga ungasilitshitshi uyephuka mina nje ngake ngawuhamba umhlanga ngisase lapha emabangeni ami okufunda ngikutshela ukuthi ngendlela engangiwubambe ngangilokho ngibuke phezulu ngenza isiqiniseko sokuthi ungahlangani nemhlanga yezinye izintombi uzunqamuke ngoba lokho kungangifaka enkingeni ingabe nje into ekhona yini leyo noma mhlawumbe nje inkolelo nje zabantu.
Inkoleloze sithi ukuthi uyephuka ungathola ukuthi njalo kuqala kwakwenzeka ngoba nesiko liya ngokuya liphelelwa ngamandla dadewethu ungathola iqala into eyayenzeka ngisazoye ngenza ucwaningo kodwa njengamanje njengobuso nje dadewethu awulokothi wephuke umhlanga azake ngiqondane nawo nami ngihambe ngicine lapha ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ukhona engahle kwenzeke angizange ngiqondane nawo wephukile ngicabanga ukuthi enye yeinkoleloze esingeke sigcikiswe kuyinkoleloze mhlawumbe eqala masingashesha nawo usukunika assignment sizobe phambi sokucubungula kwakwenzeka yini wephuke lethi ifana nomhlehla ngithi umhlehlo uma ngabe umuntu emula uma eyintombi into sasitshenwa lapho ukuthi hayi noma engasina kanjani awudabuki kwaqa base bethi uyagqunqa kwaqa kwasithi hayi khona amakhelwane abawuloyayo ukuze udabuke khona amakhelwane abawuloyayo ukuze uqhunqe sekufanele nawo uqobulayo umhlehlo uzoqinisa ugcina ubohlento ungathi noma yayikhona kodwa isifaka nenkoleloze phakathi.
Sasiphatha nje ke wekhaya esinye ke isigaba somkhosi womhlanga soba nje lesifundazweni iGauteng. Njengoba kungenasigodlo nje ke lapha kulesi sifundazwe hawu lo mkhosi uzohanjiswa kuphi lo mhlanga?
Ngicabanga ukuthi dadewethu mhlawumbe lento yakhulunyelwa iseseziko. Ngicabanga ukuthi bayikhulumela mhlawumbe kwakuseyiproposal ukuthi fanele kugcine kunomkhosi womhlanga ozoba khona lapha eGoli angazi ke noma mhlawumbe bazosebenzisa lezi abadlalela kuzo umdlalo kaShakile empeni ngoba yabothi wafika igodlo lapha wakhotha kwaNdwandwe esakwazulu esakwamkhetho sakwamhlongo angazi ke noma bazosebenzisa esinye salezo ndawo abadlalela kuzo kodwa ke umkhosi womhlanga uye wenzelwe esigodlweni engwavuma kunethuna kunedlinza lesilo lapha wenzelelwani khona wenzelele esigodlweni nakhona ke kusuke kuyilemgubhe ekuthiwa singathi mhlawumbe ama-pre-party omhlanga uqoqe intombi ukuze ivivele kuyoya lapha ngenxa yobude khona abangakhona ukuza khona abanye abathola ukuthi mabefike lapha sothi bayamotivateka bese bebona ubuhle balento ngicabanga ukuthi yaphuma ngakafanele iphume ngoba uchaza nje dadewethu isigodlo asikho kufanele kube nesigodlo okuyisona kuyosetshenziswa phekwa ngoba ngeke wenzele esigangeni dadewethu.
Sibonge kakhulu ke Ekhaya ngesikhathi sakho nokuthi uxoxisane kanye nathi. Hayi sesiyolinda zona i25 September. Sibuke lapha komobona kude SABC sicoshela ngoba siyazi phela ukuthi ihamba phambili ekuvezeni izinto ezenzekayo ke lapha ezweni. Ube nosuku oluhle.
Ngoba sikaqala sibonga kakhulu dadewethu nekhazaleni emphakathini.
Sibonge kakhulu. Lokho ke mbukeli bekuyincitha buchopho kaSomlando uKhaya Ndwandwe ebesixoxa naye ke ngomkhosi womhlanga nokuyilapho intombi engamatshitshi zisuke ihambisa khona umhlanga esigodlweni sesilo kwaNongoma enyakatho yesifundazwe iKwaZulu-Natal. Okwamanje ke mbukele kathi nje ke qu 8 sizobuya emva komzuzwana.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele apha ekhaya jikelele. uChristian Neslenga Barnard wayengugqirha yokutyando lwenhliziyo waseMzantsi Afrika owathi ke wenza utyando lokuqala ehlabathini lofakalelo lwenhliziyo yomntu.
Bewazi na ukuthi uChristian Neslenga Barnard wazalelwa eBeaufort West esifundazweni sase-Western Cape mhla ziyisishiyagalombili kuLwezi ngonyaka u-1922. uBarnard wafundela ubudokotela futhi wasebenza iminyaka eminingana khona lapha eNingizimu Afrika njengodokotela owayehlinza inhliziyo. uBarnard waqopha umlando ngokuba udokotela waseNingizimu Afrika owahlinza umuntu inhliziyo wayifaka komunye nokuyinto eyenzeka kokuqala ngqa emhlabeni wonke ukuthi kufakelwe umuntu inhliziyo yomunye ngempumelelo. Ngomhla zi-3 kuZibandlela ngonyaka u-1967 uBarnard wafakela uLouis Washkansky inhliziyo yalowo wayesisulu sengozi yemoto uDennis Daval. uWashkansky owayeneminyaka engama-54 ubudala waphaphama ngokugcwele futhi wakwazi ukukhuluma kalula nomkakhe ngaphambi kokuba ashone ngemuva kwezinsuku eziyi-18 ngenxa yesifo senyumonia. Isiguli sesibili sokufakelwa inhliziyo ngudokotela uBarnard kwaba nguPhilip Blayback okuhlinza kwakhe kwenziwa ekuqaleni konyaka u-1968 wabuyela ekhaya evela esibhedlela futhi waphila unyaka nesigamu. uBarnard wafunda likhulu kudokotela uWalt Lilley owayeyingcweti kwezokwelashwa kwamaphaphu nenhliziyo. Kanti wathatha umhlalaphansi esengumholi wethimba elisebenza ngezifo ezimayelana nenhliziyo eKapa ngonyaka ka-1983. Kasekupheleni kweminyaka yakhe wasungula iChris Barnard Foundation ezinikele ekusizeni izingane ezintulayo emhlabeni wonke. Walandulela leli ngonyaka u-2001 eseneminyaka ewu-78 ubudala.
Kuhle kakhulu ukufunda ngembali kaye umnumzana uBarnard. Ngoku ke sawunxibelana nonjingalwazi uRisenga Chauke kunyango lwenhliziyo. Prof, welcome to Ekhaya Jikelele. Absheni.
Aye minjani shawatana nabahlali rinkwabo ebashithisha mina.
Na cancer. Siyakwamkela Ekhaya Jikelele inkqubo iEkhaya the home. Siyafumanisa apha mnumzana uChauke into yokubana uDr. Chris Barnard, he performed the first successful heart transplant. We hear that, his patient died 8 days after the surgery. Another one died years later after the surgery. Since the last successful surgery, ungathi mhlambe wena Prof, how far have you come in this field in terms of growth of entrance in the field and the success case?
No, thank you very much for that question. I must say that there's been the survival has markedly increased, but in terms of growth, I would like us to divide it into 3 areas. Growth in terms of the number of surgeries of transplant that we do. These days we do heart transplant, but we also do lung transplant, which may be unilateral or bilateral. But the number of operations that are being done are much reduced these days, mainly because of a few factors that we'll come into. But also there's only one center in South Africa that the government has authorized to do a heart transplant in public service, as we work in public service, and that is in Cape Town. But there are many factors that affect it not doing as much cardiac transplant as we would have loved to. But also the training of what we call student cardiac surgeons. The numbers are not as many as one would have liked to. So that, therefore the growth is in the real terms, it's not really increased, but when you look at numbers in terms of transplant and survival, that has increased. Thank you.
We also understand that psychologists are also needed by the patient before they undergo surgery. What is the significance of having a psychologist on a heart transplant?
Well, the heart transplant is a team process, and it's a team program. So it's not only cardiothoracic surgeons that should be involved in terms of doing transplant, but it includes cardiologists, pulmonologists, psychologists, psychiatrists, and many other professions. So it is important that the patient and the patient's relatives and those that are donating the organs should be prepared mentally, so that they are able to withstand the long treatment, the lifelong treatment plan that will be required, but also to be able to envisage and bear in mind that they will be living with somebody's organ in their bodies. So it is important that the person is mentally prepared and fit in terms of mental conditioning, that they are prepared to undergo this journey.
Wow.
So psychologists therefore become very important as far as that is concerned.
I also like the part that you issued, that even those that are donating must also be mentally fit. And I mean, I'd also like to find out, what are some of the challenges this fraternity has had to face?
Well, those that are donating we mean their relatives, because those that are donating would have passed on. But we need to have those that are remaining as their relatives to accept that their loved ones have donated an organ. And we know that as Africans, it becomes a difficult thing to want to bury your loved one with one part of their bodies missing. So it's important that the psychologist, zone in and prepare them. But to address your question specifically, the challenges, as I said, there's only one center that is certified by the government in public to do cardiac transplants. So the number of transplants would be much less than we anticipate. But also the problem of people not donating organs is a challenge in itself. The other challenge is it's expensive to maintain a transplant program because, as I said, it's a lifelong commitment, and the medications that get prescribed afterwards are very expensive to prevent organ rejection. So it's important that we recognize this, and also recognize that if we get more people engaged in organ donation, and we can get more centers certified to do transplant in public. Of course, there are centers in private that are doing cardiac transplantations, and those are doing quite well, if I may say, but also limited by the number of people that are prepared to donate organs.
We know that, I mean, Dr. Barnard had started a foundation, where he participated and groomed young people in this foundation. What is the country doing to ensure that we have more and more Chris Barnard?
No, thank you very much. I must then say that the number of cardiothoracic surgeons registered by the HPCSA at the moment is 150. Saving a population of 60 million plus. But if you look at those that are registered by the Health Professions Council, it includes those that have passed on and those that have retired. So in the main, we have about 130 or so cardiac surgeons. Of those, 12 are females. If you look at the numbers, it means 130 saving a population of 60 million plus. We're looking at one cardiac surgeon per population of 500,000. But that is also skewed because many of these 130 are in private practice. So a fewer or less number is in public service. And we know that 80% of our population in South Africa is served in public service. and only 20% is served in the private sector. And if you look at the numbers, 20% of the cardiac surgeons, as a thumbs up, are in public service, and 80% are in private. So if you look in public service, it means that you have got one cardiac surgeon for 1 million plus population to serve. And the number of cardiac surgeons that we produce currently is far less than what the country will require. But there are many factors that affect this, including the resources, which is infrastructure, training centers, cutting budgets that are geared towards cardiac surgery, and all those, a number of doctor trainees to be cardiac surgeons is also reduced. The number of years to train to be a cardiac surgeon is also very long. So all those factors really affect the profession negatively in trying to produce more cardiac surgeons to serve the population. And we know that the disease profile, in terms of us being a developing country, we still have got a lot of, rheumatic heart disease, if one may say. And then therefore we see a lot of patients dying of this treatable condition, really.
And I mean, what would you say is the future looking like? I mean, looking at this field, because we know that over the years it has changed drastically.
I didn't hear the first part. If you may repeat your question, please.
I was asking, what is the future of this field in the country looking like?
Well, we want to believe that the future is bright as we engage with those that are our principals to try and, show them and discuss with them in terms of the need for this profession going forward. We just need to encourage our principals and the young ones to want to buy in and train as cardiac surgeons. We always are looking for the positive, and we believe that if we remain positive, we can produce more cardiac surgeons that can take the field forward in future. We have also the problem of what we call lifestyle diseases like diabetes mellitus, and so we have a problem of coronary artery disease. We have a problem of diabetes.
Thank you so much, Mnumzane. I'm so sorry we have to cut you because of time. Thank you so much for enlightening us on this very important discussion. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you very much, and you too, and your viewers as well. Thank you.
Right, ubukeli wami lo ke besetha naye nguye kaloku njengalazi Chawo ke nabesabelana nathi ngonyango kunye notyando lwenhliziyo. Siqela siqonqotha ngolohlobo ke si Ekhaya Jikelele sibambe ngazibini kwembukeli ngokuba uthi qolo ube nathi ngale mina namhlanje.
Nisale kahle.